There we go. Hi guys, hello. Today we are painting a fairy. Here she is. I actually wasn't sure what we were gonna work on today, but I'm thinking this is the one. Let me check in on my audio in one sec. Yep, okay, everything looks good. So this, oh, I need to turn my iPad down. Oh my goodness. I must be tired. Okay, so we're gonna be painting this fairy. And I'm not really sure what I want for her colors yet. I feel like I want her hair to be like either pastel pink or like a blonde. But I'm not sure yet. But I feel like pastels would suit her. She's holding like a little flower, so I think we could go like a pastel, like flower fairy kind of route. I think she could be pretty cute. She's a half body portrait, so I like to do full bodies more, but you know, gotta mix it up once in a while. Make it easy for myself. I don't know why. I get stuck sometimes thinking like I have to do full body pieces in order for them to be good or like good practice. And I think that's because at one point I got like really lazy and was doing like only like portraits and stuff. So in my brain I'm like, I don't know. I kind of ruin it for myself that way sometimes. Because not every piece needs to be a full body piece to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get stuck. Like, I don't look at other people's artwork and go, oh, it's just a portrait. Ew. Ooh. But I do that to myself. So, I'm like, But yeah, I'm just getting the pencil out of the way. But I inked her, I think, Friday. And I did a sketch for her then, too. So she's coming together pretty fast. I think when I do these little half body pieces, it's actually easier for me to work with, like, the smaller collage pieces I like to incorporate. Whereas when I do a full body piece, like, they don't need as many pieces added to it. So it's, I don't know, usually anyway. Usually I get to have less collage fun when it's a full body piece. I'm not sure if you guys can see the orange glow in the corner, but that's a flower lamp that I bought at TJ Maxx last weekend. And the light bulbs for it just arrived. And I was so nervous when I ordered those light bulbs that they wouldn't fit or like would be irritating for my eyes because I have pretty bad light sensitivity to the point that I wear like glasses called Theraspecs like 24/7. Like I wear them all the time. And the light is just so nice. Like so nice and warm and like it's just a good light. Like I picked out warm light bulbs on purpose, but like I'm just happy with what I chose because I'm like it's like a pink glass flower lamp. And I already dirtied the water that I got out for my palette because I dipped a brush in that I had used for a green background at one point, and so now it's just a wreck. Okay. So I just poured some new water in that way. That way I don't have to like stain my poor girl here like green. Like look, this brush is just, you can see it's like green on the paper. I don't care if it gets down there. I'm not gonna. So I'm using a different one. Hopefully a cleaner one. Yeah. That's better. It's not that much better, but it's better. Good God. I need to clean my brushes. But yeah, I'm gonna do my first layer. My first layer. But yeah, again, I want this girly to be like pretty pastel. I want her to be like pinks, greens. I think I want like a gingham pattern in there. And I think I want her to be either blonde or have pink hair, like dyed pink hair. And there's eraser shavings in my paint. No, this is not good. Oh, wow. What are you going to do? I'm going to give that a second to dry. I do have my hair dryer with me. I haven't plugged it in though. But I probably will because I want this process to be like as painless as possible. Painting live is always interesting because like you don't want to slow your painting process too much, and you also don't want to speed it up too much for the sake of the audience. But like it's just an interesting time. It's like a balance. And I forgot to record like a little clip. I like to record little clips for myself because I do try to make YouTube videos and reels and everything. So I'm just gonna record some little clips. Oopsie. Okay, I got some clips. And I'll try to keep my camera handy so that we can keep doing that and I won't fall behind. Let me see. What can we do in the meantime? I kind of want to let that dry for a bit organically and then plug in the hairdryer when we have a bunch to go over. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to set it to the side for now. And then we're going to quickly sketch a couple items to add in to this painting. I'm going to sketch some strawberries. Okay, there's a strawberry. We probably won't use all of these, but it's a nice start, you know. I like to collage my paintings, so I like to have a lot going on. And I get to have that like scrapbook sort of feel to them, which I really like. I like that a lot. I'm going to make like a little cake. I think I want like a little cake in this piece. A little 2-layer cake. There's like lots of like, I don't know if it's like whipped cream or like frosting. And some berries on it. Cute, cute, cute. I think that'll be cute. Okay. Let me see. I'm not going to get too far into these before I pull out the hairdryer. I wish I could just wait. I don't know. It's like a hassle because I have to go over to the extension cord I have, or like the power strip, not extension cord. And like plug it in because I'm out of plugs. It's not good. I do actually have like an extra power strip somewhere. I'm not sure if you can safely plug power strip to power strip, but I probably would if I can. I will look it up how safe it is. But in the future, maybe I won't have this problem of having to like go across the room. I'm making a little blueberry or two. I love adding little berries and stuff to my paintings, so okay. Alright, I'm just gonna plug it in. Like, I need to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm comfortable in my chair, but I must. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I do live in a fairly busy household. There's always a lot going on, like a lot of people moving around, a lot of people going from room to room. And you know, I stream from out in the garage, so usually I'm okay, but sometimes I'm not. Um, sometimes people walk through and interrupt, which like they live here too. It just means I usually try to mute or like switch to the break screen really quick for privacy reasons, you know. Because I don't want anyone getting on screen, or like you never know what someone's coming through saying because they just forgot I'm streaming or whatever. I used to put up signs when I'd stream like years ago to try and warn my housemates, but 9 times out of 10 they either miss it or it just starts to blend in with the decor if I'm streaming like 3 times a week. Like I used to stream a couple times. I think I did 2 or 3. I can't remember. I was streaming quite a bit on Twitch to try and hit affiliate and all that years ago. So I get interrupted from time to time. It's kind of expected. It is annoying sometimes, but that it just comes with living with people. Like you kind of have to expect it. So not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to go in with pink for these shadows. Like I said, I want her to be like super pastel and like very, I don't know, just very like soft and cutesy. I say pastel, but I don't know that that's the right word because I do think she's going to have quite a bit of green in her design, not like a pastel green, like a foresty kind of green, you know. And then she's going to have like pink gingham, I think. I might even call the piece pink gingham because I want there to be so much of it. Or I guess I just want that in the design so badly. I don't know that there's going to be actually that much. Because again, it's like a half body design. So it's one of the other reasons I don't do a lot of half body paintings. Number one, I always feel like, I don't know, like I mentally pressure myself to do full body ones, but then the other element is like you're kind of limited in what you can do with that. Like how dynamic can you make the pose if it's just half a body? Like how much of a story can you tell? Like how much of the character's design is really there? I don't know. Just all the things that go through my head when I'm like deciding a composition for a painting that usually make me choose like a full body piece. That being said, composition is really like a weak point for me. Like it's like not what I do the best. I like doing compositions. Sometimes I come up with something and I'm like, wow, like I did really good. and then other times it's just like, oh, like I just did the first thing that came to my head or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna shade her bow a little bit, I think. And I do have the hairdryer plugged in now. During our brief interruption, I did get it plugged in, so I guess the timing was good. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna get a sip of my soda. Gosh, I really like the lamp I added to my space. Like it's a flower lamp with like pink glass, and I used like a really warm light bulb because I'm very light sensitive, and it had such a nice cozy ambiance. And now that I I have these glasses. I'm going to pull them off for 1 second to show you. They're Theraspecs. They're like sunglasses, but they're not. And they've got like a certain light filter in the lenses. And they're for like migraines and light sensitivity. They've helped me a lot. Like I got them in June, I think. And they pretty much like changed my life like pretty much immediately. Like I don't know, it just made things like so much easier, so much better, because light sensitivity has been a problem for me for like years. It doesn't like eliminate the issue, but just the fact that I have them, like I can enjoy, like this year I enjoyed Christmas lights, like whereas the year prior they were hurting my eyes. And now I have this light and I'm really enjoying it. It feels so cozy. And then the other thing is for Christmas I got like a Tiffany lamp, like a Tiffany style lamp, like not like the designer. I think there's a designer, I'm assuming. And I'm like, I really love that lamp too. I've been waiting for Christmas decorations to come down to actually find like a good spot for it, but I think it's beautiful. I love lamps. I love lights, like unique ones, so I'm excited. It's so ironic to be like light sensitive and then obsessed with lamps. I don't know. I used to love like skylights and stuff too, like buildings that had like glass ceilings. Like I love that. Like, are you kidding? That's beautiful. I'm gonna use the hair dryer now, so give me 1 second. Okay, it only ever takes a second. I always feel like it's so disruptive on stream though. I hope it's not too bad. I always think about like muting my mic or something before I do it, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and add another layer of pink. Just to add some shadows. And then more than likely I'll go in with some base colors. Okay, more shadows. All right. Base color time, base color time. What do we want to do? Okay. So I think I want the paneling on her dress to be different colors. Like I don't want it to be like a solid pink bodice or like a solid green one. I think I want like different, you know, like shades of stuff. So I'm going to start with green because I actually feel like where I place the green in this design is going to be like kind of important. So I'm going to go in here and put some green. Okay. I love this green. Oh my god. This green in my palette, there was a shade very similar to it that was originally in here. and when it ran out, my heart broke. But thankfully, Maya Arts had sent me a huge tube watercolor set, like a professional watercolor set, and I immediately like found like this exact shade like in it, and it's, you know, the one I'm painting with now. So I refilled it, and I was just so relieved. I was like, oh, because I was addicted to that green. I was like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful green I've ever seen. I'm pretty obsessed with it, and I think I'm gonna give her. Let me think. Where else do I want this green? Maybe. Sorry if you guys can hear a lot of background noise. Again, my house is very loud. It hasn't been a problem for like a few streams now. And now it is. Good. Okay. I'm going to do some on her skirt. I have filters on my mic. I hope they work. I hope they work. My roommates are loud. Oh, I was like, oh, this piece is going to be so pink. And then I went in with green, like, again. But I'm going to do pink gingham right there. And on her sleeve. So I hope it makes up for it. Okay, do one more very green element, and that would be the stem. Okay. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. It's been such a crazy week. My car is in the shop. And getting it into the shop has been an interesting experience. Because, okay, I took it back in December because there was foam in the engine oil. Okay? That's a pretty big deal, right? Like, foam in the engine oil is not a good sign. One of the main things I saw online that it could be is a failing head gasket. And if you don't know what a head gasket is, first of all, same, because I didn't know up until it became like maybe a huge problem in my life. And a head gasket is like this piece in the engine that holds pipes. And the head gasket's a big deal because it holds like the important pipes, like the coolant and the oil. So if your head gasket cracks or fails, then you can have things mixing together. And usually when you find foam in the engine, that means there's coolant in the oil, basically. So when I saw that and took it in, I was like so sure they were going to come back and tell me it's head gasket. And they came back and they were like, no, it's fine. So I was like, okay, well, just do an oil change and, you know, that'll get all the gunk out for now. They basically told me it was condensation. Like, they told me it was condensation because of the type of car that I have. They accumulate condensation in cold weather if you don't drive it a lot. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I don't, like, go to a lot of places, so maybe that's a thing. And so I held on to it for another like month, like driving it around, like it's been chill, like it was fine. And then I'm on my way to go somewhere and meet up with a friend, and the oil light comes on and was flashing at me, and like there was beeping, and I was like, oh, that's not good. That sounds like catastrophic failure, like of something. And so I like had to turn around and decide if I was going to drive it to the mechanic and risk no one being there because they weren't open, or like drive it home. And I ended up driving it home. I let it sit for a minute, and then I checked the oil, and I was like, there's plenty of oil in here. So it has to be the condensation the foam causing the problem. So I'm like, okay, I'll call the mechanic when I can and like get it in. So when they were open, I called and I was like, hey, can I bring my car over? They're like, yeah. And they held on to it for a day, right? And I was like, oh gosh, what could it be if it's not a head gasket? And they call me and they go, it's head gasket. And I'm like, the thing I told you it was a month ago? I was so mad. Oh my gosh. I was pretty much fuming. I had to bite my tongue because I was like, these people have my car. Like, I don't want to be treating them poorly. Like, plus, like, you don't know who messed up. Like, you don't know. Right? So they're like, it's head gasket. And I'm like, oh no, that's terrible. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what caused the head gasket to fail. Because head gaskets usually don't just fail. Usually it's like due to temperature shifts, like the cooling system not working or something along those lines. Or age. You know, they can fail due to age, right? Car parts fail all the time due to age. And so I was like, okay, call me when you get an update. And so naturally the next day I called them because that's what you do. Like, you say, oh, call me, but then you end up being the one to call. Like, that's how it works. And I'm like, yeah, do you have any news for me? Like, on my car? And they're like, yeah, it's not the head gasket. And I'm like, what? But you just told me yesterday that it was. And they're like, well, we did a pressure test and it's not the head gasket. Like, your system's fine. So there's no smoking gun here. We think it could be the oil pump or the oil cooling system or whatever. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, I guess we could keep testing and figure out what's going on. And so I'm like, okay, I'll call back the following day. And I call back, right? And they tell me, we actually don't know what's going on with your car. Why don't we just put a new engine in it, and call it a day? Because we aren't really sure. And I'm like, what? You want to put a new engine in a car because you don't understand what's wrong with it? Like, that's a you problem. How did it turn into me buying a new engine? How did it turn into me paying for a whole new engine because you can't figure it out? And I'm like, I understand engines fail, but like, I cannot stress this enough. My car sounded fine. Up until they were like, we can't figure it out. So I'm like, I mean, parts can fail, parts can be close to failing, and you can catch the damage before you're like stranded somewhere, But I was like, just baffled. And I'm not trying to go on and on stream about this. Like, I don't know. I was just baffled. And so I was like, okay, well, if it needs a new engine, I'll put a new engine in it. Like, that's not a problem. Well, it is a problem. It's expensive, right? But I just bought the car last year. I'm not looking to car shop again if I don't have to. I really like my car. I love my car. I'm obsessed with my car. I have a photo album on my phone for pictures I've taken of my car. Like, I am obsessed with it. I would show off pictures like online, but I can't do that safely, so I won't be doing that. But like, I cannot stress this enough. Like, I would if I could. Like, I've thought at points about making like a car Instagram, like, for my car, because I love it. But I haven't. I wish I could. But yeah. So I was like thinking it over. I was like, what do I do? Do I trust these guys who say they don't know what's wrong with the car, like, to put a new engine in it? Like, and for context as to why I wouldn't trust them, the month prior, when I had taken it in and asked them if it was the head gasket, and they said no, which honestly, like, props to them if they figured out it's not the head gasket and they weren't gonna like charge me to repair it anyway, because a lot of shops will do that. They will upsell you. But they did an oil change too, right? And they put like a slightly different kind of oil in than what my car usually gets and what my car manual says. It's fine. Like, looking online, it's like, it's fine. But because they put a different oil type in, I was like, oh, like, they don't know about my kind of car. Like, they don't understand it. And I was like, can I trust them to have put in like a proper oil filter, like all this stuff? And so I was like, before I have them put in a whole new engine, do this like multi-$1,000 repair, I think I should just take it to a dealership for my type of car. Like, it would be more expensive, but like, I would rather pay more and have it done properly, like, know my car is in good hands, rather than have it in the hands of someone who just like admitted they don't know what's going on with it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have thoughts and opinions about it, and I don't know. I mean, props to them, I guess, for admitting when they don't know what's going on with something, but sorry, another one of my folks just came out here, and I was like, do they need something? Is everything okay? They're back in now. But yeah. Props to them for being honest. I just don't think I want to take guesses with my car. Like, that's too scary. I'm sorry, I can't. That's too scary. Like, and it's scary to, it's scary to bring it to a dealership too, because I've never taken my car to a dealership. My car that I had before was an old car. So like, I would take it to like the little like oil change shops that like you're in and out for an oil change, and that's all they do all day is oil changes. Like, but yeah. And I'd take it to like my local mechanic. Like, I'd take it wherever, because it was an old car, like an old car. But then I got this one and I love it and I care about it, and it's an investment. So I'm like, I need it to be repaired properly, please, because I have to go to work. And things like that. So that's been this week, dealing with that car stuff. And I've already told the shop that it's still that I need them to put it back together, the car back together. Because on Friday I called, like, again, and I was like, hey, like, can I pick up my car? Can I just take it? And they were like, well, it's in pieces right now. But we can put it together for you, and Monday you can come get it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. It works out because I don't have an appointment at the dealership that I'm planning to take it to. But I need to get an appointment and then either drive it or tow it to this dealership. So it's been stressful, and I'm really worried about my poor car. I love my car. I got like I consider it like a pretty good deal on it. because the way I financed was a little unorthodox. And so my down payment was like crazy low. And my interest rate is crazy low. Especially for like a first time car purchase, you know? Like I'm really proud of it. But I'm just like, I'm nervous for it. I love my car. I haven't taken it on nearly enough adventures. I haven't gotten to do all the things in it that I wanted to do. Because I'm also like a very, very nervous driver. Like I don't drive if I don't have to. So, I don't know. The car represents like so much to me as far as like my growing confidence and like my desire to have like freedom and things like that through this car and everything. And it's a beautiful car. I am obsessed with it. So I'm like sad that it's in the shop right now. I miss it. Like I miss my car, which is crazy. So that's why if it needed a new engine, like I would pay for it. I would. Like I would. It's worth more than the engine costs to me. But I don't think it needs that. Genuinely, I don't think it needs that. I'm not going to tell the dealership what the mechanic said, obviously, because they would sell me a new engine. They would. But if they came back saying the same thing, like, yeah, we don't know what it is, you need a new engine, I'd be like, oh, well, you're the second place to tell me that, so. But in the meantime, I'm trying not to panic. I do love my vehicle. So, this is where we're at. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. This is where we're at. We've got some layers going. There's the pink gingham already. I need to dry it really, really quickly because the pink is leaking into the green and it looks kind of cool, but I need it to be dry. Oh my gosh, hi! Oh my gosh, familiar names. I recognize your name, Jet. I recognize it. You're in my comments. Oh my gosh. For years, you've been in my comments. It's so cool. We're painting a fairy today, and I'm complaining about my car. Not the blow dryer. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta have this painting dry. I'm impatient. My sister got me the blow dryer for Christmas, and I asked for it, right? Like I asked for it, but I was low-key not expecting it to be as life-changing as it is. It's truly like it has changed the watercolor experience for me. 'Cause sometimes I'm impatient, and so I'll be painting and I'll end up like ruining the paper and overworking everything. But like I can't have that happen. So I'm like, let me use the hairdryer and dry things faster. That way overwork is less of a problem and I can layer things a little easier. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm always so happy when people show up to my streams and like comment too. Like it makes me so, I don't know, it's like kind of existential in a way, which is so probably dramatic, but I don't know. I'm like, oh, people see my stuff. It's like, oh, it's cool though, like in a good way. Oh no, I went over an area that's like not super, even after the blow dryer, not super dry. But yeah, I've been complaining about my car. Not about my car itself, because my car itself, I love her. She's an icon. She's a diva. She's my gorgeous, gorgeous car. But she's in the shop right now, and the mechanic cannot figure out what's wrong. So he's like trying to sell me a whole new engine, and I'm like, if you don't know what's wrong with it, I'm gonna take it somewhere else, not just let you replace the whole engine. Like, I might as well buy a new car at that point. Financially speaking, I would probably pay for a new engine if my car needed a new engine, but that's just because I have a problem. I have a photo album on my phone for my car because I love my car. I've thought about starting a car Instagram because I love my car that much. But for safety reasons, I haven't done that yet. I'm like, my digital footprint is wide and vast. I don't really need to add something as specific as what kind of car I drive to it. So, right, only princess treatment for your car. Exactly. She's a diva. Her name's Jenny. Like, she needs the high quality oil. She needs the mechanics that know what they're doing. She needs, like, all the good stuff. Like, I'm sorry, I have car engine implosion trauma from from 2024 because my old car, the engine, like, just seized. So I'm like, I'm not having that happen. I'm not having that. My only the best treatment for my baby. Only the best treatment. I was this close to buying like a steering wheel cover for my car too. And I was looking into like there's something I was looking into. I think it was like headlight decals or something. And I was like, ooh, that'd be kind of cute. Like, I love my car. So I was like, I could put some fun stuff on her and, you know, take care of her. I probably will buy headlight decals as soon as I get her back. As long as I'm not broke. We'll see. We'll see what the dealership says, because I'm taking her elsewhere. She is not gonna be guessed on. I'm sorry. You can guess what's wrong with other people's car, but not mine. You have to know. Is it wrong if I say I'm on a call to my friend? Because technically I am. That's fine. That's cute. That's cute. That's so funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna give her pink hair, I think. Pink hair is fitting. She needs to be like a pink girly. After the week I've had, pink is just the way to go. I just feel like pink is it. I was between pink and blonde. And like blonde would have been cute. Blonde would have been fitting. But I feel like pink is it. Hi girl. I'm sorry I'm late. I was at the gym, but I'm here now. Aw, thank you for being here. How was the gym? I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're here. I'm ranting about my car, and I'm painting a fairy naturally. Those things go together with me. I feel like I need to pull out the hairdryer again. But hopefully I don't traumatize y'all with that too much this time. You'll be like trying to sleep and you'll hear hairdryers in your dreams. Because I pull it out without warning now. Like I'll be like, here's the hairdryer. It's on and it's loud. So fair warning to everyone watching with headphones. The gym was actually preferable to being at home. LOL. Hope your car is doing okay. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time at the gym. At least that's good. The car's in pieces at the mechanic. They told me over the phone. They're like, because I was like, I want to pick it up. I was like, respectfully, I don't want to guess and put a new engine in it, because that's what they were telling me. They were like, we don't actually know what's going on with your car, but we think you should just put a new engine in it and fix everything. And I was like, what? Like, first of all, who does that? Second of all, for a lot of people, new engine means new car. Like, depending on the person. Some people are like, you know, like my parents have put engines in cars before. Like, financially, you have to decide whether you can afford like $4,000 to make payments on a new engine, or like $8,000 or more for a new car. So it's like, for a lot of people, it's kind of in between. But for some people, they won't pay for the new engine. They will rather pay for a new car because maybe their car's been having a lot of problems, so it's just not worth the investment, you know. In pieces. OMG, I hate car mechanics and stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was rough to hear that, honestly. Like, but they're gonna put it back together, and I'm either gonna drive it or tow it to the new place, the new other place. Like, I'm going to a dealership, basically, because I'm like, I want to make sure they know about my car. It's so crazy, because I was literally looking at, like, other things I could get for my car. Like, I was mentioning, like, a steering wheel cover, and then, like, headlight decals look so cute. Like, I've seen some really cute ones, and I love those for my car. But, anyway, let me use my hairdryer really quick. Okay. There we go. She's all dry. That's good. Okay. Actually, that hairdryer is a game changer. Like, an actual game changer. Like, watercolor is just a different experience now. Like, genuinely. I've been thinking all week about streaming. Like, I was so excited. I love streaming. I really do. Like, it's so chill. And I like seeing my art with the overlay over it. Like, it just makes me happy. I'd add, like, another day to my schedule. I just can't figure out when. Plus, I don't want to get sick of it. Like, I don't want to burn out. I don't know. But I know for some people, like, Sunday mornings are kind of hard for, like, getting on and watching, like, a stream. Like, I don't want to make it so that people can't watch my stream. Like, I know that's, like, a possibility. That's, like, you know, that's part of the live stream trade-off. But I'm like, okay, what about, like, a second day? Like, what about, like, a Tuesday or something like that? I don't know. We'll see. I work a lot, so I'm like, we'll see. But it'd be fun. Maybe I'll just make it a loose goal to figure out to, like, add, like, a second day every week to my schedule. Like, I'll make it like, oh, I'll try to stream at some point midweek, but I don't know exactly when. That way I can kind of track which days are easiest. And then aim for those days, maybe. But we shall see. Because my schedule's kind of crazy, kind of all over the place. So, we'll see. Okay, I need to attack some of the colors and values on this piece a little bit, because she's got something weird going on with the values. There's a lot of very bright pinks, which is good, but like I need some darker values and some lighter ones. I was really worried that her hair was like looking like the same shade as her skin, which was concerning. That's what I'm trying to figure out too, because I want to be able to stream when like no one is home, but those times aren't great for people to watch, so I'm trying to figure it out. I completely understand that. Like the best method is probably just to test like for yourself over a period of time. You could go like make like 2 checkpoints basically in your head, like when is no one home, and then also when do I feel like streaming. So when you hit those points over the course of like a month, you know, where you want to stream and also no one's home or no one's likely to interrupt, then just stream during those times. And it might mean you're streaming a lot more than usual during those times, but you can figure out which ones you like, which ones other people like to watch during those times, like what works for people too. I've heard, at least on Twitch, I don't know if it's true on other platforms, but I've heard Wednesdays are like the worst day to stream. Like it kind of makes sense, because I think about where I'm at a Wednesday. Like Wednesdays are like insane. Like everyone who's in school is like in the middle of the week. Wednesdays when people are like locked in to work and like tasks and stuff. But that's probably like the best way to start. Takes notes. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's a good way to like figure it out. I think that's what I'd do, and that's what I'm going to do for like trying to add like a second day, because I want to add a second day. I really like painting and streaming. Like it's fun, and I feel like streaming has made me more productive too. Like I don't know, it sounds sort of weird, like sort of counterproductive, but I feel like I'm like more focused and my screen time is less like, I don't know, of a problem while I'm streaming. Because I am so unproductive sometimes. Like I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna paint. Well, I'm scrolling on Pinterest. And if you do that while you're streaming, you know, it's not good. So I feel like I'm like more locked in, basically. Back. How do you find inspo for your fairies? Because my resolution is to draw more, but I really CBA. I'm not sure what CBA is. Am I too? Oh my god, I'm a millennial. I'm not a millennial, but it's how I feel. Welcome back. How do you find inspo for fairies? Okay, so finding inspo for fairies, at least in my experience, be nostalgic. Be as nostalgic as you possibly can. If you're an outdoorsy person, like go outside and get really low, like you would when you're a kid sitting outside, like building tiny houses out of sticks or like sand or mud or whatever. Like just look at the world as though it were a lot bigger than it is. Basically, that's the best way, I think. And, you know, you can find that same kind of inspiration if you're not an outdoorsy person, because I'm not, in like Beatrix Potter books, like the Tinkerbell Disney Fairies books, and the movies too, but the books really like inspire me a lot. Fairy tales, like there's not actually that many fairies in fairy tales, to be so for real, but you know, you can find that inspiration in stories mainly, and in like making things seem magical for yourself, like as much as you can. And I find collecting helps me a lot too. Like if I collect stuff, like I feel like a fairy that has like all the buttons and all the like cute little statues and stuff, like just hoarded away. Like I feel inspired. And also like fashion's very inspiring. Hi, hello, how are you? Good to see familiar names in chat. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. We're painting a fairy today. See? She's all pink. We love some pink fairy time. I feel like most of the time when I paint like something pink, it's like a red pink. But this one feels like highlighter pink to me. I don't know. But I'm happy with it. Let me see. I'm gonna, I think, make this bow pink too. Oh, maybe I should wait. I don't know. There's a lot that's wet here. Why don't I just pull out my hairdryer? You all have been warned. I'm bringing out the equipment. Okay, that's good. I hope I haven't traumatized you guys too much by pulling out the hairdryer. Like every 2 seconds today. Like it's just constant. I always wonder if it has to do with like overworking the sketch or something. Like overworking the sketch makes like the paper like just not as absorbent. But like this one, I don't know. I felt like the sketch came together really fast, so I'm like, I don't know. Oh, I love her. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I love her too. I'm like, I mean, I do love her. I do. I'm conflicted right now because the values aren't set in stone yet, but I like the pink and green, and I'm excited about where she's heading. So, but as far as like inspiration for fairies goes, yeah, collecting things, fairy tales and like old stories, going outside and like, again, like looking at like the little, like I don't want to call them details, but yeah, like the little details of nature, like moss and like leaves and stuff, the way that you would when you're a little kid and you're outside and bored, you know. Because I feel like even when you're like an adult and you look at nature, like a lot of adults just go out and they take a walk. Whereas like, you know, sitting down and like looking at moss and tree roots and stuff like that is like every bit as much like natural and like important, you know, every bit as much like beneficial. Except, you know, walking is also exercise, but some of us don't do well on long walks. That would be me. I don't do well on long walks. But yeah, that's the best thing, the most important thing. I found drawing fairies impacts the way that I dress now. Like since I started drawing fairies, my wardrobe has like entirely changed. Like entirely. My taste has changed too. Like it's kind of natural and normal for your taste to change, but like I used to wear like hoodies and leggings. Like that was like how I dressed. Like just, I don't even want to say comfy, because leggings are honest to God the most uncomfortable. Excuse me, I shouldn't use the Lord's name, but they're honestly so, like, they're not comfortable. I don't like leggings, and I don't know why I wore them like every single day, because I don't like them. Like, they're not comfy. And I feel like drawing fairies made me confident enough to, like, dress like a fairy, I don't know, or like trust my style or whatever. So now I wear skirts, and skirts are actually like so comfortable, like legitimately. You can also see if there are any hiking trails or anything nearby, especially when the weather gets nicer. True, yeah, hiking trails, that's nice. That's a nice way to get inspired and like clear your head too. Like, walks can be so good for you. Like, in terms of natures and stuff for inspo. Oh yeah, sorry. I looked away for 2 seconds and I didn't realize there was another message. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's a good way to get inspired. No, because I was the same with leggings. I think my frontal lobe just developed a bit. No, because same. I was like wearing them every single day. Like, that was like what I had, because I didn't like jeans. And I've discovered it's because it's not that I dislike jeans. It's that I dislike skinny jeans, which are basically just leggings in another material. And yeah, like the same thing for me. Like, I was like, why am I wearing this? Like, I don't feel comfortable, like, at all. So I switched to skirts, and like, honestly, okay, hear me out here. Skirts are like socially acceptable sweatpants. You can wear a skirt anywhere, and people will think you're putting effort in. People will think you're like really doing something. You're really dressed to the nines. You're really putting on the Ritz, whatever these phrases no one's said in 50 years. But like, they're literally just sweatpants. Like, and you can get like skirts that are like thicker if you want like a skirt that feels like comfy and like sweatpants. But like, as long as a skirt has like a good shape to it, like, life hack for real. And I'm talking about like long skirts, by the way. Like, I've switched to like skirts that are below the knee, basically. It's just so nice. It's so comfortable. Every once in a while I wear jeans too, but it's hard to find jeans that aren't either skinny jeans or like I don't know, like ripped. Like, there's a lot of ripped jeans right now, and if you like ripped jeans, that's cool, that's fine. Like, but I don't want my ripped jeans like so ripped that I feel like I got ripped off at the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool if that's your style. There are a lot of people that wear those for stylistic reasons, but it's just sad when you walk into like an Old Navy or something and that's like all there is. Like, I don't know, there's got to be something between the skinny jean and the ripped baggy jean, like something, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Guys, I just realized I was watching the live 5 minutes behind. Oh my gosh, no, it's okay, it happens to everyone. Oh no, oh my goodness, I'm sorry for laughing, that's funny. That would happen to me. I've done that. Oh, I love long skirts. They're so whimsical. Yes, you see the vision. Vision. It's like, they're comfy. They're really comfy, but like, they're whimsical. I have ones with so many fun patterns, and it's great. A lot of them are actually pretty cheap. Like, probably cheaper than buying jeans in a lot of ways. Like, I got like a really nice one from Walmart, like the app Walmart. It was like $19.99-ish, like $19. And it's got a lovely shape to it. The material is very stretchy, so it feels like just super, like, I could wear it forever. Like, I could wear it forever because it's like, just like, it'll fit me no matter what. And I've worn it to oil painting classes. I've worn it to work. I've worn it to hang out with my friends. I've worn it lounging around the house. Like, it's just comfortable. And what people forget about skirts is that they're always in motion. So if you get like a stain on skirts, like, to bring back the fact that I wore it to an oil painting class, like, I got oil paint on this skirt, okay? And oil paint does not come out. So I got oil paint on this skirt, and so it's stained. But I've worn it to work since, and I've gotten compliments on it because it's forgiving. It's always moving. It's always in motion. So people don't catch that there's stains on it. Unless you spill like a whole bucket of paint on it, in which case someone would catch it. But like, this is my rant about why I love skirts. So, there will be more. I always have more to say about why I love skirts and why I'm going to be donating all my jeans, like all of them, because for some reason I've hoarded them thinking maybe I'd change my mind. And there is like one pair of overalls I want to keep, but like everything else I'm donating. I'm genuinely like, I'm getting rid of all of it, like, because I like the skirts. I just do. Like, I have maybe 2 pairs of sweatpants because 90% of the time I'm either wearing like pajama pants or like skirts. And I don't even like leggings anymore, like how they feel. Like, they just don't feel good to me anymore. And it's sad because I have this problem where, like, I don't want to get rid of my clothes because I know either I spent money on it or my parents spent money on it. It's like a guilt thing. And the other thing is, like, taste changes. I actually got rid of a lot of clothes as a teenager that I really wish I'd kept. Like, I got rid of this poncho, this like wool poncho that I got from my grandmother. And it was like one of her closet items, but I got rid of it as a teenager because it was so bulky and it was made of wool. So it was like itchy, like unpleasant to wear, but I wish I'd kept it because like, it was so thick, like such a high quality item. And I'm like punching the air right now. I'm like punching the air because I'm like, that was my grandmother's wool poncho. Like, you telling me I couldn't, like, I don't know, like shove it in the attic or something, like, instead of getting rid of it? Like, gosh, like. And then the other thing is I got a red, I don't know if it's called a cargo jacket. I don't know. Like, it was like a canvasy kind of material, like a red jacket, like a bright red jacket. And it was like a cropped jacket too, from my cousin, like as a hand-me-down. And tell me why I got rid of that too. Why couldn't I keep that? That is so iconic. That is so... I'm so upset. I'm so upset. It was years ago that I got rid of it, and I still think about it. Same with the poncho. So that's why I have trouble getting rid of clothes. Even if they don't fit right anymore. Like, I have some jeans from when I was like 14, and I'm like, okay, they fit onto me, but like, they're pretty clearly not for a grown woman. So I love long skirts. They're so whimsical. Me too. I love them. Same girl, all my jeans are skinny jeans, and I can't with them. I have one pair that isn't skinny with flowers embroidered on them, and it's the only pair I wear. See, I love the embroidery details. I love that that's come back. And yeah, skinny jeans are so uncomfortable. I didn't like them when they were in style. I don't like them now. But they were the only jeans you could find for like years. And even once the baggy ones came in style, I felt like skinny jeans were still everywhere. And it was frustrating. I know my like friends and family members were like trying to find them, and the only way you could find baggy jeans were like online for a long time, because like Old Navy was like I don't know, like behind, which is weird. But yeah, and I'm surrounding it with this green, and I'm like, maybe an interesting choice to surround a green dress with green. I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, embroidery details, that's really nice. Especially on like a non-skinny pair of jeans. Like, that sounds like a staple, like a staple item. And I don't mean that like it's basic. I mean like if that's like iconic. Like you could build outfits around that. I've kind of switched from with how I shop to buying items that like I could see building outfits around instead of just like, oh, let me get this plain black shirt because it'll go with a lot of things. Like, no, I can't. I can't do that. I can't be doing that, or I'll have only black plain items in my closet. I know how my brain works. Do. I'm turning this girl all around, just trying to fill in this area, get it like surrounded with a good amount of green, you know. Oh, Lordy mercy. Okay. I think this would be a good time for me to run and go take my meds really quick. Normally, I make myself late and off med schedule on stream. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'll take him an hour later, which actually is not good, and you should not do that. So don't be like me. So I'm gonna run, take a break, and grab my meds really quick. I will be back in probably like less than 3 minutes because I just need to go get some meds, and probably maybe I'll grab a snack too. I don't know. I'm not really that hungry, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys.
cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Are you overpaying for internet that is slowing your streaming, stalling your gaming, and making your surfing pretty slow? No, thank you. Check out highspeedinternet.com to compare all the providers in your area and start saving today. Highspeedinternet.com. We're the internet experts.
It's only getting every customer's order right. It's only a point-of-sale system connected by Spectrum fiber-powered business internet, helping you track hundreds of secure transactions. And it's all backed by 24/7 US-based customer support and local technicians. It's only everything. Get Business Internet Advantage free forever when you get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. Visit spectrum.com/free for life to find out how. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
I'm back. I return. Oh my goodness. I'm so, I don't know, not tired, because I'm not tired. I guess I'm fried after the week. I'll say that. But I'm happy to be streaming. Let me see. I kind of want to do some dappling around here. Like, I like making my backgrounds like look leafy or mossy. I hope you guys didn't mind me taking that little break to like take my meds and everything. And I hope y'all took your meds too if that's something you need to do. It's important to stay on top of these things, you know. And I knew eventually, like, I couldn't just stream and, like, put off my meds forever. Because then my streams would always be, like, time limited. But, like, if I actually just go, oh, I need to take a break, kind of takes care of the problem. And I can stream for, like, longer. Let me see. I don't know what I'm gonna put in like the background of her yet, other than like this leafiness. But we shall see. I made those background pieces on stream a couple of weeks ago. Maybe one of them will work. Girl, you're good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because I was like, I hope it's not too off-putting. I don't know. I remember like streamers used to do that when I was watching. Like they'd be like, oh, I gotta go like use the restroom or take my meds or like grab something to eat or whatever. But I don't think I ever did it like years ago. I would be like, oh, stream's over or whatever. I don't know why. But okay. I think that's good. She's looking very like almost like she's blending in too much with her background, which I'm worried about, but I might deal with that a little later. I don't know that I can solve this problem with more paint. I think I might have to go on with my colored pencil. Plus, I think it's always good because it also reminds me to get water and stuff too. This is true. I hadn't considered that it would also be good for like people watching as like a reminder to like, hey, stop, take care of yourself. I mean, that was the purpose of like the break screen too. Like, to remind people to take their meds and like take deep breaths and pray and stuff. Get water, like all the important things. But those are also like reminders for me too when I put up the break screen. Let me see here. Okay. Immediately, I'm going to need the hairdryer. Immediately. Because I'm going to be going in with colored pencil. Colored pencil time. Colored pencil time. Let me see. I'm gonna get my camera open because I need to keep on top of filming clips for like reels and videos and stuff. I always forget when I'm on stream, but I need to not forget. It's kind of important. Okay, do some around her knuckles, her elbows, at these shoulders. The blow dryer again. I can't exactly. I'm like time to wake y'all up. I always think about muting when I do it, but I'm like, well. Okay. I'm gonna go in behind her hair a little bit, I think. I don't want too much because I don't want her hair to look red. You know? Let me see. How about this bow? Because I really should have gone in with pink and made this a darker color, to be honest. Okay. I should have rinsed this brush. No, there's so much green in it. Oh my gosh. See, I love green, but it's kind of traumatizing when you dip your paintbrush in your pink and it's just like instantly ruined. Like it's not pink that's coming off this brush. Are hamsters good pets? See, I don't keep hamsters. I keep guinea pigs. But my family members have had hamsters and they're pretty great overall. They're pretty great. But you do have to be aware they are nocturnal and they're very active. And they need lots of bedding for burrowing. So some of them are like very, like they're not interactive because they're nocturnal. So you don't want to like go and like wake them up. Like that would be, that would be stressful for them. Like when they're in their burrow, like they should be like safe from getting picked up and stuff. I've actually heard hamster balls are not good too. I don't know if that's true, but like my sister had a hamster that lived 3 years, I think. And she never put it in a hamster ball because she said it would stress her out. And I kind of took her word on it. And also, a lot of them try to escape pens. So the best kind of cage for them is probably not actually like the store-bought cages. A lot of people make their own enclosures, or they use like a fish tank type situation, something they can't break out of because they do escape. They're very active. I've seen hamsters climb the walls of their cage, like legitimately, or like climb on things in their cage, like on the walls, like if they have a water bottle, even if the walls of the cage themselves are solid plastic, like there's nothing to grip, I've seen them scale the water bottle to get up to the lid to like hang up on the mesh. I've seen hamsters hang upside down from the ceilings of their cages. They're so ready to escape at all times. Guinea pigs are a little different. Guinea pigs are round and they're social. So like hamsters, you cannot keep two together. You really can't. But guinea pigs, it's really best that you do. I had a solo guinea pig at one point, and she was my favorite animal ever, and I loved her. But it's pretty rare to actually have a guinea pig do well the way that she did on her own. A lot of rescues will adopt out ones that you can keep alone. Like a lot of rescues will be like, oh, this guinea pig actually has behavioral problems. It's better that you keep it alone. So there are guinea pigs you can adopt alone, kind of the way that you'd adopt a hamster alone. But like usually if you buy one guinea pig, you have to buy two. In some countries, it's even illegal to buy only one guinea pig. And guinea pigs usually don't burrow unless it's like under fleece. Like fleece is the best bedding you can get them, whereas hamsters, they have to have like shavings. And fleece is a lot of manual labor. Like in order to have fleece bedding for a guinea pig, you have to have like some kind of wash bag for your washer, like so that, you know, hay and dust and fur and all that grossness doesn't get into your washing machine. But it's the best bedding for them. And they eat a lot of hay. So you either want to choose between like paying more for like oxbow hay. I pay for oxbow hay, which is like a brand of hay, like Timothy hay for guinea pigs. And so it comes in these little packages and they're like $20 each. So it's a lot of money for hay. Or you can go to like a Tractor Supply, farm supply store and get your hay that way. And it's a lot cheaper. The downside is they come in bales, so you have to have a lot of room if you're keeping your hay that way. And the other thing is it's usually not bagged if it's coming in a bale. So, you know, it's like, it's a trade-off no matter what you do. And you just have to choose the option that's best for you. Because guinea pigs eat a lot of hay. And they need their cage cleaned every single day. Some guinea pigs are more messy than that, and they need to be cleaned multiple times a day. So it really, you know, it's up to the guinea pig you get and all that. But they're fabulous pets. I love guinea pigs. I have 2 of them right now. And I did have a solo pig as my first guinea pig. And she was the cutest, sweetest little creature. They're very cuddly. They don't really like play the way that a dog or cat does. But like I used to make mazes for my first guinea pig. Like I had Mega Bloks, and I had outgrown using Mega Bloks for their, you know, intended purpose like years before that. But I sure did love using the Mega Bloks to build my guinea pigs a maze or my guinea pig a maze. I would always go to Agway for hay, plus there's calico critters inside. But I don't know how many Agway stores there are now. I think they're closing stores down. Oh, that's not, yeah. They're probably closing down a lot of locations. But like Tractor Supply, anything like that, you can usually get hay. But yeah, that's a shame, especially if they have calico critters. Like, come on, you're covering all the bases there. Like, I love calico critters. They're so cute. They're my favorite thing. I have so many calico critters on my desk. And I have them in my room too, like in my bedroom. So they're everywhere. But yeah, it definitely, if you can, go to Tractor Supply for it because it'll be cheaper. You can inspect the hay before you buy it and prevent a lot of issues. Like when you buy hay for guinea pigs, it's really, really important that it's not too dusty and that you open a couple strands of it. Like, it's weird, but some of the thicker strands are kind of hollow. So you have to open it and then see that there's no, like, bugs in it. Like, I had a friend in middle school who also kept guinea pigs, and she had to pay hundreds of dollars in vet bills because she didn't open a couple strands of hay in her hay before giving a whole handful to her pigs, and there were bugs in them, like parasites. And so she had to take them to the vet and get them some kind of antibiotic prescribed. So it's like, there's a lot, but they're really good pets. There's no such thing as like a beginner pet. But they're great pets, and I totally recommend them to anyone who like has the money, has the time, has whatever. Don't let people scare you online into thinking that you need to have, like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people online that insist you must have the money to do crazy surgeries for your guinea pig, but as long as you do research and do proper care, like, you don't need to be prepared for, like, a guinea pig being diagnosed with cancer. Like, I don't think the average person prepares for their own, like, health issues in that way. Like, you can't, but if you do research, like, you'll find in a lot of these, like, animal communities, they have, like a problem with people getting into small animal care for some reason. It's super weird. But guinea pigs make really good pets. Just do research on them for sure, because there's a lot to learn. And yeah, go to a rescue if you can, because it'll be cheaper and they might be able to help you with, like, your cage setup. Like, there are guinea pigs that get adopted out and they come with a cage. Like, that's a huge expense that you wouldn't have to take care of yourself. My first guinea pig was a pet store pig, so I'm not hating on people that go to pet stores. Like, sometimes you just, like, you don't know when you're getting into it that the guinea pig rescue system is, like, mostly online. Like, it's not like you walk into a shelter and there's guinea pigs. Like, 90% of the time, it's like you go on Facebook and you find a local rescue and then you reach out to them and meet up with, like, a foster parent. Like, that's usually how 90% of rescues work, for guinea pigs, at least, in small animals. But yeah, they're fantabulous pets, and I totally recommend them because they're all very, like, they have, like, very distinct personalities, and they're all, I don't know, it's just so much fun. Like, you come home and they're, like, squeaking, or they're like snooping, like, they're, like, looking up over the wall of their cage, like, at you. It's so cute. I just love it. They're so demanding too. They're so sassy. Like, how could you not be endeared? Like, I have one that really likes to be pet in the cage, but she doesn't like to be picked up. And then the other one's, like, the opposite. She hates the actual process of being picked up. But then once you have her in your arms, she, like, melts. She's like, she wants to be cuddled. It's so cute. Like, they're opposites like that. Like, the one just wants pets and attention and to be talked to, and then the other one is like, hold me. It's cute. It's cute. And my sister's hamster actually was very cuddly, which is unusual for hamsters. They're usually quite Like they're like Sonic the Hedgehog, basically. Like if Sonic was a hamster. Like they're just active, they're fast, they're runners. Most of the guinea pigs I've gotten from more local pet stores because they tend to get surrendered. This is true. This is something I forgot to mention too. Local pet stores tend to have rescues, like in their own sense of the word. Like they work with rescues. I think even Petco, I think, works with rescues. Either Petco or PetSmart, one of them. Maybe both of them, actually, at this point, because they've gotten so much flack for, like, their animal care, like their in-store animal care. I wonder if they try to save face by working with rescues. But local pet stores are great. There was one near me that did rescue stuff, even with their fish. Like, even their fish were, like, old fish that people didn't want anymore. Like, another family member of mine got I forget if it was a telescope eye goldfish or what it was, but it was like, or like a Blackmore fish, like a Blackmore goldfish, but it was like a dark color goldfish with these huge, like, bug eyes, which is so funny. And he was like 5 years old when we got him. He was huge. We named him Pirate. He was really cute. But yeah, that was one that someone either didn't want anymore or couldn't care for anymore. But he was, he was big. And that's not like old for a goldfish, but a lot of goldfish, like, they have like genetic problems or illnesses, and they just pass sometimes. So it's like a lot of them die a lot sooner than 5 years. So, to us, it was like an old goldfish. And, yeah. Obviously, proper care makes a big difference, but some of it's like just genetics. Like, it just seems like it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I love local pet stores for that, because even though they tend to be a little bit more expensive, you just know you're bringing home like a healthier animal, or like an animal that's had more attention put to it, or more knowledge to the care that they've received. Like, all these things matter. Let me see. Also, I have to go. I have a hair appointment at 12, but I'm excited to see this painting done. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching the process and everything. Good luck with the hair appointment. I just got my hair done recently, and it was okay. But I hope yours goes excellent and you get the haircut that you want and everything. So enjoy. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I have a bag of markers in my lap. I'm sorry if that's loud. Let me see. I want another marker and a gel pen. Let me see. I'm gonna start some gel pen details. Oops, that's still wet. I'm not gonna use the hairdryer. Don't worry, I'm not gonna traumatize y'all again. Let me see. I want some pink flowers. And some pink reflections in her wings. Okay. Some more pink flowers. Flowers. Yeah, I know, the hairdryer. She be traumatizing people. If anyone puts my stream on for background noise, they're gonna be awake. They're gonna be awake. Let me see. This marker's not that great. It was great, I think. It's just not doing so well. Let me see. Do I want some blue in there? Maybe some blue. Just a couple. I'll keep it kind of sparse because I'm not like a huge blue girly. Just to bring that blue that's in her wings like kind of elsewhere in the painting. I love adding these speckle flowers. Like they're so much fun. Like just like blurred. They're like that what's it called? Like bokeh. Bokeh, like the Japanese light thing in photography. No, I caught your stream. Oh, thank you for coming. I'm trying to do it a little longer today. I'm trying to do it until like 1-ish. Maybe. We'll see. But I'm glad you can make it. Oh my gosh. I've been really into chess lately. Ooh, do you play that online or like in a club or like where do you play chess? I've been thinking about adding another day to my stream schedule. And I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to try to stream kind of sporadically on days that I can. And find the one that works best for me and then works best for people watching. I want to try to do it that way because, yeah. Because I want to add another day. I don't know. And then my other method would be to just stream sporadically throughout the week. But I also, I don't want to be sick of it. So my other solution is to stream longer on Sundays. But we shall see. We shall see. Because today I'm going to stream a little bit longer. An extra hour. If I can help it, you know? I'm going to add this gel pen to all the flowers in her hair. Just because I don't think I'll be able to gracefully use an acrylic marker for it, and I don't think paint will really get across what I want for them. And these sparkles too. I did go to a club initially, but online is way easier, so I switched. And I finally beat my sister. Oh my goodness, congratulations. That is a wonderful feeling. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. I know a lot of people that got really into the chess online stuff. I even I was into it at one point, but I'm terrible at chess. I'm bad at chess. I'm not good. But I bet if I played more consistently, maybe I'd get better, but I'm not very good. I used to play it in my study halls at school before I started bringing my paint palette to school back when. So I'm graduated. I'm a full grown adult now with a full-time job, but in school I used to bring first my phone to play chess during study halls, and then eventually sketchpad and watercolor palette. I'm filming all these little clips of adding the flowers and stuff. I'm kind of subconscious right now. My hands are very dry. I think I'm having eczema or something this year. The cold this year has just kicked my butt. No matter how much hand cream I use or whatever, I'm still dry, and it makes me kind of subconscious. I don't know. But I'll be at night, I'll be okay, I gotta put on the lotion and then Aquaphor, and then sometimes I'll cover that and a pair of gloves, I need I think I've heard a cotton pair of gloves is the best for that, but I don't have cotton gloves, so I just use the kind oh wait Dude, 2 days ago, I got told I didn't have POTS by the doctor who diagnosed me 2 years ago. And then when I asked why did she give me a diagnosis, if she told me the opposite, she then denied that she ever told me that. Oh, girl, look in your charts. Pull up your charts. Pull up your appointment notes. You know, like all those websites that have like your appointment information, they have notes that the doctor uploaded. So pull it up. Pull it up. Do it. Do it, because you were diagnosed. Ooh, that would make me mad. I'm so sorry. I have another friend who just went through the same thing. She got like diagnosed, right? And then she got diagnosed with another like thing, and instantly that meant she didn't have POTS anymore. So it's just like, oh, I felt so sad for her. And I have another online friend who is having trouble. Like, she was like, oh, like, I went to a cardiologist and they prescribed me, like, beta blocker and blood pressure meds for POTS, but said I wasn't really diagnosed technically. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That's, like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, it's the treatment that helps, but, like, that's still, ooh. That's not cool. I was so nervous when I went to cardiology, like, last February to get my POTS diagnosis, because my neurologist had done like a wrist test, like on my wrist, to see if my heart rate changed at all. And so he was like, yeah, you probably have POTS. I'm going to send you to cardiology. And I was so nervous I was going to get told that I didn't have it, or that I had something else. I don't know which is worse, to get told that you went down a rabbit hole that you wasted your time on, or to get like a diagnosis. I don't know, but I wanted a diagnosis, because I was like, I need to finally figure out what's causing my migraines, and my POTS has a lot to do with it. So it's so silly, bro. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. And undiagnosing you is crazy. Like, you should follow that up with a message like, hey, like, if I don't have POTS, what is it that's causing my symptoms then? What is it? Name it. Tell me. Because you can't just undiagnose something. And pull up screenshots with those appointment notes too, from the appointment that she diagnosed you at, because she cannot be doing that. Sending screenshots, that's fine. You gotta call people sometime on this stuff, because, you know, they won't remember. They won't remember. Like, they should be reviewing notes before entering, like, an appointment, but I bet you they don't. They don't do that. I asked her that at the appointment, but she just ignored me. Oh my gosh. You gotta follow up. Or talk to your primary doctor, or if you have another doctor, right? Talk to them and be like, hey, I want to see a new cardiologist. Like, you can say, I got diagnosed with this. And you can say, the doctor tried to deny that she diagnosed me, and as a way to maybe deny you treatment, like, I want to go to someone that's going to treat me, going to help me, you know, because they can't just keep you as a patient and then not help you, you know, like, that's silly. Like, you're dealing with symptoms, like, they should be diagnosing you in order to find a path for your treatment, or at least treating you, like, at least treating you in accordance with your symptoms, like, you know, like, they should be, I don't know, Just not taking advantage like that, because that seems wrong. That would make me so mad. And POTS is like, that's a test too. Like, you do like an EKG and you can confirm whether someone has POTS. It's pretty simple. Like, I know that people do the tilt table test too. I've never done the tilt table test. I did the very simple wrist test, and then the EKG is just like, you know, it's the wrist test, but like with numbers. So, you know, it's a pretty simple thing to prove. Like, all that has to change is like your heart rate by like 20 or more points, and then if you have symptoms, yeah, you have POTS. Like, that's what that is. Like, it's a complicated condition, but it's simple enough, you know, like, as far as medical stuff goes anyway. I don't know. And it doesn't always present itself, but that doesn't mean like you don't have it. Like, I've had times where like in EKG my numbers look normal. Like, my last appointment, my meds are working, you know? So I have days where like I feel better, and like my symptoms and my numbers reflect that. Like, my numbers reflect that, like, okay, today she's not dealing with as much POT symptoms, so her numbers look normal in the chart. And that's how it works. I got diagnosed on the first appointment with her. They nerfed me, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even the nurse said that I should get a second opinion. Yeah, get a second opinion. For real. Because the nurse works with the doctor. And so if the nurse is like, ooh, she's wrong on this, yeah, go get a second opinion, because they can't just undiagnose you. Like, that's... Unless they have something else in mind, like, which she should have shared with you. If so, like, then, like, that's, oh my gosh. Okay. That's not good. That's, because how can she keep you as a patient then? Like, wouldn't she technically be dismissing you if she's like, oh, there's nothing wrong here? Like, hello? So, yeah, go get a second opinion. Go, like, you know, that's what other people have had to do. I'm grateful that at least right now I want to keep my cardiologist. But like, there may come a time where like he's like not helping me anymore, or like, you know, we've hit a dead end somehow. And there just may come a time with that, and I'll get a second opinion then too. Like, you do what you gotta do. I was taking a picture of my laptop screen. I think it's so aesthetic. I love my stream overlay and that it matches my art. Like, I love that. Of course you guys can see that, but I can't. So I'm like... Yeah, I just did a 24-hour EKG yesterday, so hopefully we figure it out. I hope so. I can't believe she didn't bring it up at the appointment. It would have been nice if she, like, brought it up at the appointment and you could figure it out. Oh my gosh, that's a whole mess. Oh lordy. I'm praying for you. That's stressful. I've been there. I've had horrible doctors before, like, where they're like deciding they can't help you anymore or whatever. I had a doctor, my old neurologist actually, like, literally leave me stranded for a year with like no help. Like, I had a preventative med for my migraines that wasn't working, and instead of meeting with me to explore other things that could be causing my migraines, she just kept trying different preventatives, and then she gave up. And instead of telling me she was giving up, she just kept canceling my appointments. And it was like I think she was dealing with health problems or something of her own, so I think that's maybe what was going on. But nobody told me that, so I'd schedule these appointments months in advance. It'd be like 2 days before, like, my appointment, and I'd get a call saying it was canceled, and I'd be like, So at one point I called back and I was like, hey, like, why does she keep canceling? They were like, oh, she's dealing with health problems. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I messaged her, and that's when she was like, I'm going to refer you out. Like, I'm out of tools. Like, I can't help you. And I was like, oh. And it was like a solid year before I got to see anyone else. In the meantime, I had no help, no immediate change in my meds, nothing. It was like a nightmare. And thankfully, the neurologist I got after that, like, listened to me and listened to my plea for like wanting to find out what was causing the migraines, because the preventatives were not working. Like, I needed treatment for something else that was, underlying problems. So what I'm trying to say is, I understand and I sympathize, and I'm so sorry. This is like, it's just terrible. Like, doctors can be so stupid sometimes. Like, they're so frustrating. Okay, let me see. I'm going in with my colored pencil and adding lots of shadows, because goodness knows my values can be like a little not great. Same, I was just about to say your overlay. It's so you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I wanted it to be animated, and I had an animated version, but for some reason OBS would not read my files. So it was just like, it was like adding like black specks to the animated version. So I was like, well, I guess non-animated is fine too. Like. And I'm in love with it. I really like it. I think it's simple. I think it's non-distracting when it's like not animated. So I think it works. Thank you. Thank you, girl. You're very welcome. I hope it gets better for you. That's such a frustrating situation. Like, I've been there. I'm so sorry. Like just because the doctor like denied that, like, is gaslighting you or changing her opinion and not being clear on that or whatever, like, doesn't mean you're not dealing with something awful, and it doesn't mean that, the POTS automatically goes away, or like that's not what it is or anything like that. Like, I hope it gets better, and I hope you can see someone new if that's the route you decide to go. Like, that really sucks. All right, let me see here. I think we are ready to cut her out. She's looking pretty cute, I think. I like her a lot. I'm gonna snap some work in progress pictures. I've been snapping them all along, but gotta get the pictures. And now I shall take my trusty X-Acto knife and cut her out. I always hate cutting away after I've done the little floral details, because I'm like, I'm cutting them off. It makes me so upset. But like, this is part of the process. It's important. I like layering my paintings, so it must be done. It must happen. She's so pretty. I love seeing the process. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I enjoy sharing the process. I'm really enjoying streaming too. Like, it's very chill. It's very fun. But like, I think I mentioned earlier, like, I feel more productive. Like I have to keep going, which is like a positive thing, like, because otherwise I'd be like, what? I'd have done like an hour of scrolling by now, which is crazy. Like, I don't want to be scrolling during my painting time. Like, this is my painting time. If I don't make art now, like on the weekends, like that just leaves evenings and like breaks and things like that. Like, all right, I needed to remove a little bit there because it was like it had like a little tab or something. And I'm gonna thin this part a little bit. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good. I feel like that's good. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna take another picture. I feel like that TikTok audio that's like, relax, I just want to take some pictures. Like, that's what I don't even know if I'm quoting the audio right. I don't remember. But that's what I feel like whenever I'm like recording, like, or taking pictures or whatever. Like, I stop and I'm like, haha, let me. So yeah. Do you have a persona? Sorry if that's a bit random, but I always think of you as the pink-haired fairy you always draw. Well, oh, thank you. I have like an OC that I use. And she's sort of like my persona. She's technically the Mizuki in Mizuki Arts. But she was created as though she were like a persona, if that makes sense. Like, she was named Mizuki after there already was a Mizuki Arts, if that makes sense. So like I chose my username because I was looking for names online like years ago, and I wanted a name that like meant something related to moons, because at the time I was drawing like a lot of moons and stars and stuff with my characters. Like, I had like a very let me think, like spooky, steampunky, kawaii kind of like mix that I was drawing, and I wanted something that meant moon. And when I ran across the name Mizuki, I was like, oh, it's perfect. Like, it's Japanese, because I watched a lot of anime. And so I was like, it makes sense to like name my like username after something that inspires me so much, which would be like Japanese culture and Japanese art, Japanese media, like all that stuff. So that's where Mizuki Arts came from, and subsequently where my little persona came from. She's on some of my YouTube thumbnails. I usually don't draw her very much, but she's around, and honestly I want to incorporate her more into my channel, because like she just reminds me of like the channels that I used to watch like a lot of the like commentary channels and stuff that have like the like personas that they'll oftentimes like draw over and over again in the backgrounds of their videos. Or like Lavender Town, of course, comes to mind because she has a pink-haired persona that's very much how she looks, like very close to how she actually looks in terms of like it's designed after who she is. So I'm like, you know, I sort of have one. She doesn't appear very often, but she's out there. Yes, I love watching your process. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Right, this is productive for me too, because I would have been scrolling and I need to cut that out. That's so true. Like, it's so good to like not scroll. Like, I am so bad like with my attention span now that like doing anything without scrolling is like an accomplishment for me. Like, I don't watch TV anymore, which is bad. Like, that's bad. And I'm trying everything I can to like cut down how often I look at a screen, because it needs to change. Like, I'm 22, I have my whole life ahead of me, and I do not want to spend it looking at Instagram reels. Like, that's the bottom line, is I want to be doing other things. I want to be creating more than I'm consuming. LOL, that's super cute. What's your favorite anime? And yes, you should start drawing your persona more. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad you asked what my favorite anime is, because I have two that are my absolute favorites right now. And one of them has always been my favorite, and that's Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan. I am obsessed with Attack on Titan. I remember, like, I'd be waiting after school sometimes in high school, and I'd be on, like, websites reading Attack on Titan manga. And I remember I was looking at the pages and just thinking, like the beginning art didn't look super good, right? So that was what made me think, like, I can start creating something good before I'm good. Like, does that make sense? Like, I loved the story so much. I loved the characters so much, and like the character designs and everything, but the art was not good at the start. So it was like, I can start making something good, something I care about, something I'm passionate about, before I'm actually good at art. And so it gave me like a lot of courage to like post and like, you know, be consistent and work on my art every single day, because I would get better and I would make things that were worthwhile. And obviously the story of Attack on Titan's phenomenal. Like, it's so dark and so interesting, and there's so much like determination and hope and stuff in there too. Like, it's just really good. And it's just so sad. Like, Mikasa and Eren are like my OTP ship. Like, they were so tragic to me. Like, it was like my Romeo and Juliet. Like, just I loved it. And the other one that's a recent favorite is actually Vinland Saga. I love Vinland Saga. I love that there's like this Christian theme throughout, and then I love that it's like kind of like a classic shonen anime. Like, I love that it's like, you know, about a character trying to get stronger, and starts out as like this revenge anime, like, but it's not a revenge anime. It's more than that, and that's why I love it. Although I was still interested in the storyline before it became super complicated. And I'm obsessed with that one too. I'm obsessed. And then recently I started watching Free Run, and that's pretty good so far. I'm only like a couple episodes in, but like I'm gonna try to continue it as part of my anti-scrolling kind of pursuit, like try to get back into TV, you know, like, which sounds so bad because like TV is not good for you, but scrolling is so much worse. So it's just like anything, to cut down on the scrolling. I love that. I never watched AOT, but I've been rewatching MHA, and it's so nostalgic. I've been holding back crying just from the nostalgia. Oh, MHA was important to me too. I watched MHA a lot back when. I'm not, like, I haven't kept up. I stopped before season 4, or maybe like, I think I watched like half of season 4 or something like that. But the early seasons are very nostalgic for me, and they're very good. Like, it's a very cute anime. I haven't continued it just because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I can't continue shows sometimes after I've dropped them for too long. It's probably related to the scrolling habits. But we'll see. I'd like to continue it someday. Wait, I gotta watch Vinland Saga now? Yes, do it. It's so good. It's violent, but it's good. It's, you know, it's got some strange stuff in it, but there's no fan service, which I appreciate. Like, I appreciate that. I feel like that sets it apart from a lot of classic shonen. And sometimes fan service can make me like really uncomfortable, so I'm like, you know, it will never be like enough to make me like stop watching an anime. Like, I can't say I've ever just stopped watching because of fan service, but definitely, like, if it feels like it is literally like handicapping the show with how much fan service it is, like I would stop watching for sure. But Vinland Saga has no fan service, which I love. I'm watching Delicious in Dungeon right now, and I think it's super good. I did watch a few episodes of that, and that was really cute. That was really cute. I want to keep watching it, but I think it's only on Netflix. And I was using my favorite free cartoon website to watch it, which got nuked. It got an onslaught of ads, and I'm sorry, I can't. Ads are okay, but like they got to be tasteful. You know? They got to be tasteful. So I had to stop. But Delicious in Dungeon is really, really cute. There's no fan service in Delicious in Dungeon, and I love it. I'm pirate. Arg. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was what I remember. Delicious in Dungeon was just super cute, and the art direction was really nice, and the characters' interactions were just like sweet as could be. Like the overall tone of that show was really cute, and I miss it. I haven't found somewhere else that's good to stream it. I will figure it out. I have Crunchyroll Premium right now, which I don't know how I feel about. Like, it's fine right now because I'm watching Attack on Titan with a family member, and so it's nice to not have to worry about crazy ads or anything like that. We're probably going to use some of these in this painting. And I basically switched to Crunchyroll Premium, and broke out my credit card for such a purchase, because that site got nuked, and I was like, well, I can't be showing a family member like this website that's got like all these suspicious ads on it. Like, I'd rather just not. So I was like, okay, it's only like $7 a month, but they did something where they basically ruined their subscription. Like, it's like $7.99 now doesn't get you like the quote unquote full package anymore. Like, they've always had tiers, but like usually you got the good stuff for the $7.99. But now they have certain series behind another paywall, and I'm like, dude, I'm paying $8 a month for anime. Why am I not getting all the anime you have to offer? Like, I don't understand. And it's not that they have anything I'd want to watch behind that paywall. It's just the principle of hiding behind two paywalls. Like, it's anime. I only watch like a couple episodes a week, and that's all I can watch because I have terrible brain rot. And you're telling me that some of it is behind a second paywall? Like, what are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Guys, the only anime I watched is Sailor Moon. I'm crying. Oh my gosh. Well, Sailor Moon is fun. That's fun. I used to watch Sailor Moon Crystal a lot. Like, not the original. I know I'm probably a heretic, okay? But I watched Sailor Moon Crystal. And I also own a couple volumes of, like, the re-released manga from, like, the 2010s. It was cute. I really liked, like, the art style, and I liked that it was, like... I'm someone that really likes merch. I like merch a lot. I love when I can go and buy me a trinket for my anime of choice. So, I own a couple Sailor Moon doodads because I have a consumerism problem. Funny enough, I actually haven't bought any Attack on Titan merch because it's shockingly hard to find. And I own a couple Demon Slayer items too because I really liked Demon Slayer back when. And I need to get back into it. I've heard there's more fan service in the later seasons. But yeah. I like Sailor Moon too, Jet, but the age gap was crazy. The age gap was crazy. It was crazy. And the only excuse there really was for that was like the whole rebirth thing, like the fact that they were reborn. But yeah, it was crazy. I'm not a hater because like I know like the series had other things that I could criticize more. Like I think Chibi Moon was crazy. I think her like stuff with Chibi Moon and her being obsessed to that degree with Tuxedo Mask was insane. Like knowing that that's father daughter, that's insane. Like that's not normal. But that's just my opinion. Like I know shows can have weird things in them, and they can be nuanced and presented in a nuanced way. But it's crazy. Like that's why I dropped it, and that's why I couldn't bring myself to go watch the main anime, even though it's so aesthetic, so beautiful. The aesthetics are so charming and so like why wouldn't you love how the Sailor Moon anime looks, right? So that's why sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I only like Sailor Moon for the aesthetics. Like I think I made a video at one point where I was drawing Sailor Moon, and I was like, yeah, some people like only like Sailor Moon for the aesthetics because maybe the storyline they either grew out of or they noticed like flaws with it or whatever. And I said that because first of all, I was one of those people. But also, like, there are a lot of people that are like that because they look at the age gap or they look at the stuff with the Chibi Moon, and they're like, like it's cute show, but like it's uncomfortable. But yeah, it's it's a good cute series for the most part. There's just some weird things, so that's why I don't watch anymore. But I do love the aesthetics of it, and it was like super inspiring for me when I was starting drawing too. So but yeah, a lot of times now I'm a lot pickier. Like I won't, if I spot things like that, I will drop a series. Like I said earlier, like fan service, like if it makes me uncomfortable, like I'll drop a show. Like there was one that people consistently tried to get me to watch, and I watched like a season of it because it was good otherwise. But the fan service was so out of hand, and that was ReZero. And I think it was ReZero. And like the series is very good, very like spooky, very like it's not unique, but it's like some of what they did with it was unique. Because it's like one of those like isekais, right? Like the ones where some person gets pulled into another world. And like it was good, but once you see some of the tropes, especially with the girl characters, it was just like kind of creepy, kind of weird. I don't know. So I'm a lot pickier now. And another one I got uncomfortable watching was Jujutsu Kaisen. I loved season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 was so iconic. The animation, the music, the characters, like I loved season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like that was like close to my favorite anime at one point. Just because the art was like beautiful. And then season 2 dropped. And the fan base basically changed overnight. And I just couldn't do it. And there was so much weird stuff. There's so much weird stuff. I couldn't excuse it. Like I had to drop it. But hairdryer time. I hope you all are ready. yeah, yikes. Wait, let me see. I'm behind on chat. Middle school and college. Yeah, that was crazy with Sailor Moon. LMAO, I know, right? I just ignored it. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my gosh. It's such a classic. It's like it becomes harder to criticize it then, right? Like, I don't know. Same, yikes. Yeah, yikes. I think that's the most recent one. I think that was about Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe? Yeah. But yeah, it was sad because I have a policy now where I do not buy merch for an anime I haven't finished. If I do not know what's going down in the later seasons or the ending, I'm not buying merch, right? Because I bought a Jujutsu Kaisen keychain, like, and I have all kinds of Jujutsu Kaisen, like, minifigures from, like, these blind boxes or blind bags. I think maybe they still make them. I don't know. But, I have a whole bunch, right? Because it was, like, one of my favorites and it was popular. So, like, they made a lot of merch and it was available in the US in stores. So I have, like, a t-shirt and I have a poster and I have a keychain and figures, all for Jujutsu Kaisen. And I keep them because I loved season 1. But season 2, I dropped it. And so I'm like, I feel like I wasted my money. And I have a My Hero Academia keychain and a My Hero Academia figurine. And, I keep them. They're cute. They're fun. But, like, I never finished My Hero. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel bad. I don't feel like those are as much of a waste because I liked, like, what I saw of My Hero Academia. Like, I thought it was, like, a good, cute series for the most part. Some weird stuff with the author behind it, like, some of the things he draws. But, like, for the most part, like, it was a good series. But, yeah, let me see. And then what else? I have some Demon Slayer keychains, and I never finished Demon Slayer, but maybe I'll finish Demon Slayer at some point. The one thing for me was I couldn't get through that first movie that released. Like, I thought it was kind of boring. So I I never finished it, and that was kind of like when I dropped Demon Slayer because I wasn't sure if you could just skip it. Like, people loved that movie. People loved it. And I don't know. I just wasn't interested in it. I was just like, I know it was praised for its animation and story, and people were crying in the theaters, and I couldn't do it. It's boring. Sorry, Rengoku. Like, nothing against you. But I would have said it was the times, but it was the 90s. That's so true. Like, that's not, like, ancient times. Like, that's not forever ago. That's a good policy. I should do that. It's hard. It's hard to resist because there's cute stuff that comes out during the series run and you want it. But, like, you just have to prepare yourself that you might be disappointed if you choose to buy while the series is going. MHA ending this year, so that's the main reason I'm re-watching it. Yeah, that's smart. Smart. I like to wait until a series finish to spend time watching them too, but Vinland Saga and Free Rent have kind of been the exception to that too, because I don't know, like, they look really good and I like what I'm seeing as far as, like, the art and the themes and everything, so it's like I'm excited about them. Let me see. Girl, you're so right. That train movie was so boring. And the demon freaky bro. Oh, I didn't even get that far. I got to, like, I guess when they were first starting, like, dreaming or whatever on that train. And then, yeah. That was, like, it. Freaky bro is so funny. Oh, my God. I did not expect that. I don't know. I never saw it. So I was like, oh. But yeah, that's the big criticism I've heard for, like, season 2 onwards Even season 1 had some of that, but like it was never as prominent as some of the character designs I've seen come out of season 2 and onwards. Chat, I fear I may have to go eat lunch. I tried to stay as long as I could because I've missed all your other streams, but this was really fun. Definitely planning on being there for the next streams. Love your art, by the way. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy your lunch. I'm glad you could make it. You know, I'm glad folks could be here. So enjoy your lunch. I'll probably hopefully catch you in another stream, but if not, that's cool too. And thank you so much for coming. And yeah, have a good day. Okay, let me see. What am I doing here? I guess shading a mushroom. Let me see, what else can I say about anime? Oh, Promise Neverland season 1 was really good. I watched that years ago in one day. Because it was that good. I could not put it down. It was just incredible. But season 2, I never watched because I saw the reviews. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, like, it feels like blasphemy to like ruin how much I love season 1, you know. And season 1 of Promised Neverland kind of can end the anime. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It didn't need a season 2. Like, it literally, like, the mystery of it would have been so fitting. Like, I don't know how to describe it without giving spoilers because I genuinely think everyone should watch Promised Neverland season 1 because it was that good. But like, it didn't need a season 2. It didn't need it. We didn't need to see, like, not to spoil it or anything, but like, we didn't need to see the outside world of this series. Like, we didn't need to see it. So it's like, I just didn't bother because I was like, okay, if it's bad, I'm not gonna. Holy moly, I had the whole manga set and I didn't know what happened to it. The manga was so good. I've heard it was good. Like, I have some of the volumes of manga, but I haven't bought all of them because I think there's like 22 or something like that. I think my grandma donated them. No! Oh my god, that would make me so sad. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Oh. But yeah, the manga was good. I liked a lot of the manga. I need to catch up because I'm like, I own 3 or 4 volumes of Promised Neverland manga. Not nearly the whole series, but you know, a few. And it's very good. I have a couple volumes of Demon Slayer too, and I have some Sailor Moon. And then the other one I have that came out of like nowhere, okay? Because I'm not like a retro anime girly. I'm just not. Like, but I started reading in high school in a Barnes and Noble, right? Battle Angel Alita. And that is a weird manga. It's weird. And there's a lot of it's not censored. But it's, you know, as far as topics, subjects, things like that, it's like pretty good. It's just violent and it's got some fan service in it, which I'm not a fan of, but the art is so good. So I think there is 17 books, but I don't know. You're probably right. I don't remember. I looked at some point, but I would not remember the specific number. I was only guessing. But I know it wasn't like some of these, like, I think there's like over 40 volumes of My Hero, right? Like there's over 40 of them. And then Attack on Titan, I think, has a similar number, like 40 something of them. Oh no, what's it about? It's about like a cyborg girl. She's like, I don't know how to describe it. She's like not fully robot and not like fully human. And she's from like the past on the earth, basically. And so she's entering this post-apocalyptic, very like dystopian world. And she doesn't have like any of her memories or anything, but like she knows how to fight, and like fighting's kind of part of her like remembering things. And she's just a tool for us to explore this like dystopian world and like the politics of it and meet other characters and things like that. But it's, you know, it's pretty good. And there's like a couple times where you think she's going to get a love interest. And then and then heartbreak, like every single time. And then it's sad. And every single time I'm like, oh, this is the love interest. This is like it. This is it. And so supposedly I had an anime at one point, like way back when, but I don't know, because I like never got like super into it. It was just one that I read from time to time. So I have like, I think 6 volumes of it, because that was my only interaction with it, was the manga. But it was good. It was like, it's another classic. And so like I love the art. The artwork's super pretty. And super dynamic, but I kind of fell out of love with the story because it did feel like we were just exploring the world with her. Like it never seemed like it really like advanced, you know? Like there was this whole build up to her going to like this city that was like in the sky. And I don't know if she ever gets there because it took her so long. Like, and I know that's supposed to be her building like an understanding of the world for us. But then also like we have to get there eventually. That's where the adventure would start, theoretically, right? Like that's where the real exploration of the story would start. So I was just like, okay, I'm not buying more volumes. I think there's 6 in the main series. So I bought the full main series. And then there was supposed to be this First Order series, they called it. And that's 6 more books. And I'm like, okay, so does she get to the city in the next series? Like, what's the point if like the first series is done and like she didn't get there? So anyway, at least I think, I don't remember. It was a couple years ago I read it, but that's when I dropped it because I was just like, I feel like nothing's happening. But that sounds cool, but I can't take a super slow burn. See, that's how I felt. Like, I was like, once in a while I'd pick it up and I'd read a little bit. It was good for like when the power was out, because it gave me like a way to like still interact with like anime and manga, because I like physical media a lot. Like I like physical books. I like magazines. I have like a whole bunch of old magazines. Like I have an art magazine like that's about pastel artworks. I have like art books and things like that. And so manga, like collecting manga just feels like natural to me. It feels like a natural way to interact with something that I love, and like to keep some inspiration on hand for when like the power goes out. Or like, honestly, I've been thinking a lot recently, like Pinterest is changing a lot. And I'm like, will I want to stay on Pinterest if it's like all AI at some point? So I'm like, wouldn't I want to get my inspiration elsewhere? So I'm like, well, good thing I have a huge amount of physical media on hand, and can continue collecting that, you know? Let me see. That sounds, oh wait, yeah, I've read that already. Oopsie. And I mostly watch Dun for the romance. Is it a romance? I haven't interacted much with it, but I know I like the character designs. Like, I think they're cool. Like that girl with the earrings, she's an icon. Like, she's cute. Like, it's colorful too. There's another series I never watched, but that people were talking a lot about in like 2020. I think it was like Hanako-kun, and it was like a school myth kind of anime, like some kind of like school myth ghost thing. And the character designs for that were so cute too, but like I never got around to watching it. But yeah. Let me see. But yeah, I didn't know it was a romance or had a romance to it. When I really liked it at one point, and I need to get back into it because I don't remember it having a lot of fan service. I could be wrong. I could be terribly wrong because it was like 4 or 5 years ago that I was watching this. But it was that Love is War, like that one. I just thought it was like so silly. Like I need to start watching it again. And I need to look at the age ratings for it too, because I don't know. I'm so picky now. I'm like, I will give an anime my attention if I feel comfortable watching it. Like I shouldn't feel uncomfortable watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can exist. They can make the anime how they want to make it. And that's fine. I'm not criticizing that necessarily. I mean, maybe a little bit, because I don't think underage characters should be, animated like that, but like it's a Japanese anime. It's made for a Japanese audience and their standards and expectations, so I can't really complain about it. But I'd have to look at it and see if it's still something I'd want to watch. But I remember it being kind of cute and silly and like making fun of tropes a little bit, but also like falling into tropes, and so I may get back into that. Toilet Bound Hanako. It's been on hiatus for years. I never got into it though. Oh, it's been on hiatus? Oh, that's crazy. That's a serious killer right there. Oh my gosh. And I know what you mean with the sexualization. Yeah, it's like it's so uncomfortable. It's like I'm 22, Do I want to be watching that? Nope. No, thank you. It's actually one of the things that made me drop Stranger Things. Like, I know that's being talked about a lot right now because the ending is like sending people into a collective psychosis, but like season 1 Stranger Things made me so uncomfortable, even as like I was a minor at the time watching it. I was like, an adult wrote this. I was like, why? This is weird. No hate to people that like it. Like I don't think people tend to like it for that reason, but that was like why I ended up dropping it, because I was like, this Nancy girl is just getting pulled in every direction, and each direction ends the same. So I'm like, I can't do it. So that's my opinion that no one asked for on Stranger Things. But yeah. Let me think. What's another one that I would never, like another show I'd never rewatch because of that stuff? Darling in the Franxx, which I actually did watch all the way through at one point, and then I kind of realized why it made me uncomfortable, because I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, oh well. And look, don't hate me for not realizing it, because I was kind of a stupid kid. I wasn't that young either. I was like 15, 16, something like that, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. So I watched it all the way through, and the ending was sad, the characters were good. It was just strange. I got convicted watching it. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. Like, that's probably a good way to put it too. Just the wording made me go like, wait. No, but yeah, that's yeah. Because there's shows that like can touch on topics and like it doesn't feel like it's done for the same reasons that Stranger Things give me. Like Stranger Things, they showed as much as they could possibly show of minor characters, like, so I was like, that's not right. There's something wrong there. So yeah, I think convicted is a good word for it. Like, spiritually speaking, that's good. Like, I've never heard of it, so I can't judge. That's probably a good thing. It was popular a few years ago. Like, artists were drawing like this pink-haired character with like red demon horns, and that was like the main girl. And then there was like a basic looking copy paste male character, you know. And the storyline, like the world building and stuff, they were fun. Like, they were fun, but it was just so like overt. I can't believe I didn't catch it like as a kid. Like, I felt dumb once I realized what was going on. Jesus watching my back for me, period. Amen. Amen. I remember like a couple years ago, I had a family member who shall remain anonymous come up to me and tell me that she loved Stranger Things because it made her nostalgic for the 80s. And I was like, oh, I don't watch that anymore because the minor characters are like, you know, they've got things that they're forcing into the writing that really don't have to be plot. Like, they're not even plot relevant. Like, genuinely, it's not plot relevant. And that's the worst part. Like, that should be like the most like upsetting part. I don't know why people didn't talk about it more, genuinely, because it was not plot relevant. I think it's so normalized, unfortunately, that like people excuse it or whatever. And I remember the family member just kind of like blank stared when I told her that. I was like, yeah, you don't like think about this? Like, you don't think about how that's wrong? Like, and I guess she kept watching it and everything, so, but yeah, it made me angry, like, seeing like full grown adults like ignore the problem. And I'm like, oh, like there was nothing wrong with like the main story being like about like kids fighting monsters or like cool 80s synth music or whatever. It was everything they forced in there. Like, I don't know. And people really didn't like the ending, and I'm like, well, I guess I can say I was right all along. So, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people didn't think about it, or like they just wanted the aesthetics or whatever, but I don't know. It matters, you know, like, because there's an adult behind it, like a person, two people, I guess as brothers, who made their career off of this. And, you know, actresses and actors who maybe do and maybe don't have objections to what they're contracted to show. But anyway, I need to stop rambling about this because my channel is supposed to be pretty chill. Okay. Let me see. What can I do now? Because I don't want to do this whole page. I want to cut a couple items out and use them to go with our girl here. Because, yeah. I'm probably going to use some mushrooms. And then maybe a candle. I don't know. Like, this background I made, not on stream the last time, or not on stream. I made this one like a few weeks ago. And it's just got like a tree with like a pretty curtain and stuff. I don't know how I feel about her being like a half body over it, but I just feel like this motion helps bring our attention back to her. It helps make her the center of the painting. She's kind of framed by it. So I kind of like, I think it works, you know? But yeah, I might pull out the hair dryer again. I hope y'all don't mind. Hair dryer incoming. I think the mushrooms and not the candles unless they're floating. Ooh, you're probably right. I don't want to like have things hiding behind her, you know? Like that would be distracting. So you're probably right. Let me see. Yeah, the candles are probably too big. Like I don't want it to be too, I don't know, like crowded. And plus like she's like our centerpiece, so we don't need anything too big. You don't want to compete for that focal point, if that makes sense. So I'll probably just stick to the mushrooms. And I will do like a green outline like I did on her. I'm just going to cut them out first. Just because I feel like that'd be better, easier. I don't know. Let me see here. Okay. Our first little mushroom. Clean them up a little. Okay. Now I'm going to cut out a second one. I don't know how many I'm going to use, but probably enough that it almost looks like a fairy ring. And then I'll probably draw most of them in the background. I don't know. I just wanted to make sure when I was painting them that I had enough no matter what. So I didn't have to mix more paint colors. But probably most of them will get drawn on. Sorry I'm doing schoolwork, so I'm not saying much. LOL. No, that's fine. Like, lurkers are good. Folks just hanging out and doing schoolwork and everything. That's good. I appreciate people being here. It makes it, like, chill and, like, more like I'm hanging out or something. You know? I'm supposed to be the chatty one after all. So let me see. I'm going to cut this one just in case. I don't know that I'm going to use it, but we shall see. I know a lot of people are like in the middle of like midterms right now. Like I have family that's like, it's midterm season. And then I know like college folks are like rearing up to start the semester. It's coming. It's coming fast. It's crazy. I can't even believe like we're like over a week into January already. Like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't even figured out all the New Year's resolutions I want. And I'm like we're a week into January. Like, most people have like abandoned their New Year's resolutions already, and I haven't even figured mine out. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I have a couple goals for the year. Like I want to do shop updates. I actually have one I need to work on later today. I need to do test prints and pictures for a Swan Lake shop update, which I'm very excited about. And I want to do like 4 big shop updates. I don't know if this one will count as a big shop update because it doesn't have stickers. I have like a Valentine's drop I want to plan too. Maybe that'll count as my bigger one. I wish I could do Swan Lake and Valentine's together, but that feels like too crammed. I don't know. And I wish I could do more for the Swan Lake drop, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure how Swan Lake will do in my shop, so I'm like trying not to put all my eggs in one basket. We shall see. It's January, so it's like a weird time of the year for anyone selling items. Like, I know, like, I'm on Threads a lot. I actually like Threads now, which is weird. But like a lot of small businesses on there are posting that they're floundering like in the new year, which is so like sad to see posts of. I'm in my last year of high school. Ooh, good luck. Oh my gosh. Yep, midterm senior year. That's rough. But the good news is, from what I remember, the second half of senior year is kind of a breeze. So you'll get through it. It'll be all good. It'll be mostly fun. I hope, at least. You know, it was fun for me, but it might not be for everyone. I definitely I was more focused on getting out of there than having fun anyway. Like, I was just like over high school. But I was pretty excited for college too, so I was like, can't wait to have freedom. Never have to ask to go to the bathroom ever again. It's amazing. I can just go. All right. Headphone users, beware. The hairdryer is coming out again. Prepare yourselves. Oh! The way they're just gone. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Your headphone just died. Oh no. I'm probably going to culinary school. Oh, that's pretty cool. Culinary school is cool. That's a good career. All right, these are probably good. Let me put my painting. There we are. I actually just lost my painting momentarily. Like, literally lost it. Like, I was like, where did I put it? I'm just throwing things around here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me think. So if I put that somewhere like that. Something there. like that, maybe something. And then I can do drawn on mushrooms. I'm probably going to culinary school, but I don't know how accessible they are because I use a wheelchair. Oh, yeah, that's a concern. Oh my goodness. Let me think. I don't know. I don't know anything about culinary school, but I hope they're accessible. If not, I bet you can ask for accommodations too. Cause like they can't not be accessible. They're school, you know, like they gotta be willing to accommodate their students. So you could probably email and ask, like, hey, I'm interested in the culinary department, but I'm a wheelchair user. Like, or is your culinary department wheelchair accessible? Like, can I work and use my wheelchair? Like, because I'm sure, like, it's come up. You could probably also, like, I don't know, if you have, like, a guidance counselor or anything like that, they might be able to help you do research on that, too. But probably the best thing, again, is probably to ask them at the school. Get a hold of a counselor there or something, or even, like, an administrator. Because they have to make accommodations for disabled students, like, they have to. Like, there's rules and laws about that, I'm sure. Do-do-do. Okay. Sorry, I'm like all quiet. Oh my goodness. I'm all locked in. Let me see. Where's my phone? By the way, I should say I don't know if you use the wheelchair because of the POTS or because of something else, but it's so smart to get a mobility aid because let me tell you, I usually don't talk about this. I think I've kept it pretty much entirely separate from my art, but I did acquire like a cane for going out, and I don't use it regularly. Like, I do not use it if I'm just entering like the grocery store for a split second or something, like just to pick up one item. And I don't use it when I like go to work because my job is mostly seated. Like I'm only standing for like brief periods, right? But I bought a cane. And let me tell you, I was able to go to the Ren Fair this fall twice, right? I never would have been able to do that before. Never. I wouldn't have even wanted to because I would have gotten like migraines for sure thanks to the POTS and everything. So let me tell you, you're smart for that. Like, you're smart. Take care of yourself. Like, make sure you're making the right moves so that you can be comfortable and you can make the most of your education and the most of your time too. Like, you've got to make the moves that are right for you, and so it's smart. Like, I know it's hard to like make that jump sometimes too. Like, it was really hard for me to buy a cane because I was like, I asked my cardiologist, I was like, can I use a cane? Like, I feel like it would help with the balance, with the dizziness, with the migraines and everything, because I'd be leaning on something. Like, I didn't feel like I needed a walker. I didn't feel like I needed a wheelchair or anything. I just wanted like a little bit of support. And he's like, yeah, you can get one if you feel like it would help you. And I was like, I had thought about it, and just the fact that I was thinking about it told me I was right to get it, because if you don't need it, like, you probably would not be thinking about it. Like, you probably wouldn't be looking into it. You probably wouldn't be thinking about it, right? But like, once I got it, I was like, this is actually like really, really nice, like life changing a little bit. So now I own two. I have one that I keep in my car, and I use that anytime I just like, maybe I'm having like a rough symptom day and I need to stop and pop in somewhere. Or like if I'm going shopping, like there's no risk of me forgetting it. Like it's there. Because again, I don't use it when I'm at home or at work, because then I can kind of sit down whenever. But when I'm out and about, you don't have that option. Like, so yeah, I have muscular dystrophy and POTS, so a walker or a wheelchair. Smart. Oh my gosh. That's rough though, dealing with two conditions. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's good that you have options and can like take care of yourself in that way. Let me see. I need Mod Podge. Do I have my Mod Podge anywhere? I have Mod Podge everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Like, I can never find it. Okay. I found this disgusting, crusty bottle of Mod Podge. This should do. This should do. I only need a little bit. Because I've been, like, not gluing my entire paintings down. Like, does that make sense? Like, I'm only, like, dotting glue. Because I'm like, why not? Someone suggested to me in art school that I reuse pieces of my paintings too. And I was like, oh. I never really did anything with that idea, but I might use it because I think it's interesting. I did do something similar on a photography project for school, where I took misprints of my artworks and I cut them into pieces. So I'd have like a piece that was like a head and then like an arm or like a flower or a strawberry or whatever, and I'd arrange them into these weird like formations over like black matte poster board. And that was what I submitted for my final project, was like a portfolio with like a couple of those and then a whole bunch of other project pictures that I had to take. So yeah, but that was like my favorite bit from that awful class. It was an awful class. Oh my god. I think photography might have been the most traumatizing class I took in college, genuinely, because it just convinced me I was so terrible. Mod Podge, I don't know how to spell it, lol, but it's so expensive. I saw like a gallon of it for $45 at Hobby Lobby. Ooh, you don't need a gallon. Ooh, no. I don't know what you're using it for, but I buy bottles like this at the Dollar Tree. This is matte Mod Podge, right? A gallon of it is serious. I mean, you only need a little bit for like gluing stuff down. $45 for a gallon. Oh, good lord. That's a lot of Mod Podge. I wouldn't trust myself with that much Mod Podge. I would leave the cap off one time and be devastated. Like, that would be what would happen. That would be exactly how that would go. Like, I'll show you what I'm doing with this little bottle of Mod Podge, right? I'm getting that much on the tip of a brush. Whoops. And then dot, 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 dot. Okay. That's 5 dots of Mod Podge, right? And that's enough to stick down this mushroom. And you know, you have to hold it for a little bit, and I'll press the whole thing under a book. A gallon is crazy. Oh my word. I know they have different types of Mod Podge. They have like the gloss and all that. I'm not sure I've used a gallon of Mod Podge in the whole time I've been collage painting. That's a lot of Mod Podge. Oh my god. I'm not over that. I'm not ever gonna be over that. Oh my word. Gallon of Mod Podge. Dude, I could have been using it that cheap the whole time. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't, and you don't need a gallon. You don't need a gallon. Go to Dollar Tree. They have these bottles, and I think they might have the gloss one there. And, you know, don't get me wrong. I run through a ton of this stuff, but I don't think I've used a gallon in the whole time I've been collage painting. Maybe at the beginning when I was, like, putting way too much on my paintings. Like, way too much. But I don't think I've ever used a gallon of it. Ever. But yeah, definitely check it out at Dollar Tree because it's there. And that size is about $4 to $5 at Hobby Lobby for me. Really? That's crazy. I mean, it's a little. I've seen the bigger bottles, but oh my gosh. I wouldn't even buy the bigger bottles because I'd be worried about them drying out. Like I'd be worried about them, like, because I would leave the cap off. I would do this where it would spill over the sides, and then I'd put the cap down anyway, and it would like explode a little bit. And you know, it's fine this way as long as the cap is on, but like I couldn't imagine the destruction that would happen to a much bigger bottle, for me at least, because like of how much this kind of mistake would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Oh. But yeah, there's Mod Podge, and then the other one I really like is Tacky Glue. Alien's Tacky Glue. They tend to be a little more expensive, but also very like useful, very like you can apply it to a lot of different projects too. All right, I'm gonna quickly dot on some little mushrooms on this fairy's background, but then I'll have to pop her under a book real quick so that she can dry. Okay. Let me open my camera because we need a clip. We need a clip. Mushrooms, cute little mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay. All right, let me see. What do I need here? Okay. I need like a white acrylic marker. What to do? All the little spots. So cute. Oh my gosh. I love drawing mushrooms. She's looking so pretty in pink so far. Oh my gosh. I love her. I think she's so pretty. I still can't get over a gallon of Mod Podge. Oh my gosh. I would never run out. I know what I'm asking for Christmas next year. An entire gallon of Mod Podge. I didn't even know they made bottles that big. Oh my gosh. Lordy mercy. Okay. It's so pretty. I love her outfit. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty happy with her outfit. I think that might be one of my favorite parts. She's very cutesy. I didn't exactly follow what I had envisioned for her originally, where I was like, oh, I want it very pastel. She's very bright and pink. She's not pastel. She's very much not what I originally wanted, but I like her more this way. I think she's cute. Because I like pink and green. I always struggle with the clothing with my drawings. Clothing is hard. It is. I look at Pinterest a lot for reference. Like, especially when I'm sketching, because I want my fabrics to feel heavy, you know, or at least appropriately weighted, because different fabrics are like different. Like this sheer fabric in the background, I wanted to look very light and airy. And then, you know, like the satin on her dress, I wanted to feel like satin, like heavy. But yeah, that's her. She's looking, in my opinion, very cute. I'm taking pictures. I'm taking pictures. But I would say for clothing, definitely look at different material types and how they lay. And then find out what kind of clothing you really enjoy drawing. Like, try to get into fashion if you aren't already. I'm assuming you are, but like if you aren't already, like find a kind of fashion that you can kind of obsess over. You can even look at sewing patterns if you think it would help you better understand how things are structured. I know for me at least, like a lot of times I have to kind of understand why things are the way they are before I can draw them. So I'll try to like understand how joints move and how many joints there are in like a hand or like whatever, you know, and like where like fat and muscle lays, like in the arms and like on the hands and everything. So I can try to understand like why things are the way that they are. I have to understand why things look a certain way. And with clothing, it's much the same. You have to understand gravity. So like this sleeve, I want it to look very loose and puffy. So it's being pulled downward quite a bit. And another tip is fabrics that are, let me think, heavy but thin wrinkle a lot. Fabrics that are stiff and heavy don't wrinkle as much. Fabrics that are light and thin wrinkle quite a bit and wrinkle much more at areas where there's pressure applied. So like a very, very loose like tulle sleeve would wrinkle like crazy, especially at the joints. So that's kind of like a good rule of thumb. And you can reference to help you better understand and like reference your own clothing too, so that you can better understand the way that things lay. So yeah, that's about it. And this girl is finished. Well, almost finished. I might. I don't know if I want to cut her out yet, or at all, really. I'm gonna cut the corners off. That's what I'm gonna do, because corners are evil. That's what I'm gonna do. And then she probably needs a little bit of like time under like a book or something. Okay. This feels right. I wasn't sure I wanted to completely free her from the white excess space. But like, you know, a little bit of trimmed off is always a good rule of thumb for my paintings. And this side I'll get to. I like my paintings to be whimsically shaped. Okay. Well, that's probably about good. Maybe I'll get a little bit more on this side. I'll try not to go too extreme with it. I say as I start chopping away. Yeah, that's her. Do you like reading? If so, what's your favorite book? I do like reading, but for a long time, I stopped reading. Like, high school onwards, like, it was like my passion for reading was like killed. When I was homeschooled, I read a lot. I read every single day. I read ridiculous amounts. And then I like stopped for like years. And you know, I read manga. Like, manga was good. And then recently, in recent years, I should say, like in college, I read a little bit. I have a lot of books. One of my favorites growing up was Gone with the Wind, actually. I read the book when I was like 12. It was very good. It's a long book. But I just like the main character. Like, she's funny and like kind of evil, and it just made the story interesting. As for a favorite book right now, I don't really have like a favorite book. I do love the Chronicles of Narnia. Like, right now I'm reading through Chronicles of Narnia again. I just started, and I bought like a book light that's warm, and I've only been able to do that thanks to my Theraspecs. They're like glasses that help with light sensitivity and migraines. So now, like, I can use like a reading light and everything. And so I just started reading at night again. And so I'm going to work my way through Chronicles of Narnia very slowly again. I've read it a few times now. So I really I go back and I read favorites. Otherwise, I read, like, I have like a large art book collection, like books by artists, about artists, that kind of thing, or like painting techniques, things like that. Like, I have a lot of that, and every once in a while I pick up that too. What else do I read? I guess that kind of answers the question, because I really feel like Chronicles of Narnia is my favorite. I don't really read classics anymore. Like, I read Jane Eyre Once Upon a Time. I read The Awakening of Mice and Men. In college, I read Pride and Prejudice, and that was really cute. So like, there's cute classics and stuff, and I liked them. And Gone with the Wind was a classic that I really liked, of course, too. And I would consider that to be one of my favorites. But yeah, I don't read as much as I used to. How about you? Let me see. This girl's probably done. She needs to sit under a book now, is what she needs. She needs a book on top of her. I'll put my sketchbook on top of her. Maybe? That's not enough. I mean, it gets the side that really needs it, but... Last year I started reading more, so I made a goal for that year to read 100 books last year. Girl, what was I thinking? I read 80 books last year. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of books though. Like, even if you didn't make 150, 80 is a lot. That's still a lot of time. Like, especially since you're still in school and stuff. Like, hello, 80's crazy. Like, that's insane. That's like a book every 4 days. Like, give or take, you know? Like, that's crazy impressive. Like, seeing as I probably read 0 books all the way through last year, I'm just piling things on top now. Because she needs a second under there. But like 80's insane. 80's impressive. Like, I don't know how many books I read last year. Probably zero. Probably zero. For my goal this year is 100, so 20 more than last year. I'm already 3 books in. Wow. That is impressive. You're going to make that goal. You're going to make that goal. That's pretty cool. Like, 100 books is crazy. That's cool. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'd like to get a reading goal up. I just feel like, I don't know, like my eye strain's so bad. I need to stop. I need to get off computers. I need to not be scrolling. I need to not be, well, I should be reading, but I don't want to like replace my scroll time with reading. I want to replace some of it with reading. I think that would be really beneficial if I could replace some of it with reading. And then replace the rest of it with things that are just off screen, like spending time with my guinea pigs and paintings and yeah, just trying to be productive and do stuff. I include my comics though. Oh, that's smart though. That counts. That counts. Like librarians will tell you 9 times out of 10 that audiobooks count too. So it's like, you know, graphic novels, comics, those definitely count. Those are art. Those are literature. They count. For sure. I can't even say, like, that I read comics last year. I used to read a lot of webtoons. I really liked, like, some of... Let me think. I read Sweet Home all the way through. That was very good. And what else did I read on webtoon? I actually never finished this, but... Swimming Lessons for a Mermaid was pretty good. I wish I could get like back on webtoon and stuff, but I feel like if it's just not good for my eyes, it's not good for my eyes, you know. But I did really like Swimming Lessons for a Mermaid, and one that was like one of my all-time favorites was Cursed Princess Club. Oh my goodness. I miss Cursed Princess Club. I need to find a way to read that. I know they printed it. So I might go buy it. I might buy it because Cursed Princess Club was so cute. Like, I miss that. Let me see. What else was I reading? I read most. I don't think I finished it. I read most of another horror comic on there called Killstagram, which really hit home in like a weird way because it was about like internet stalking. Like oversharing on the internet and having that come back to bite you. But Miss Girl, that main character, she was so annoying. She was so annoying, and the series was so frustrating. So, yeah. Maybe you could go on a media fast for yourself and for your devotion to Jesus, period. I could do that. I might think about it. That would probably be beneficial, like, it'd help with my screen time, too. Because, I mean, like, my hours not nearly as high as some other folks' screen time, but it's definitely higher than it should be. And a lot of it's just me listening to stuff while I paint. But, like, you know, it's still not good. And yes, I love audiobooks. Audiobooks are great. I've only listened to short stories on audio, but they're really nice. Dude, I loved Cursed Princess Club. Do you have Goodreads? I would love to add you. Oh, I'm glad I found another, like, Cursed Princess Club fan, because I feel like a lot of people on Webtoon only read, like, the romance stuff. And, like, the romance stuff's good. Like, some of it's very cute and very wholesome, and some of it's not. But, Cursed Princess Club was just pure wholesome silliness, and I loved it. I don't have Goodreads, but, I wish I did, because I need to, like, collect my reading taste and everything. Oh. Sorry about that. I got interrupted briefly. I'm gonna end stream in a minute or two anyway, but I I wish I had Goodreads. I need to get a Goodreads profile. But I guess I just don't read enough yet. I don't know. But I should at some point. I didn't like the ending of Cursed Princess Club though. Oh, I never finished it. I need to get on that. I don't know. I miss it. It was just wholesome. But yeah, I need to finish it somehow. Now that they've printed it, like now that they've printed it, I feel like I could probably read it. Rather than try to scroll, try to do the scroll thing, Yeah, I got a little interrupted there for a minute. But yeah, let me see. Should make one. I would like to. I will see about it, because right now I just keep like lists of like the media that I like in like my notes app, because I like being able to keep it all in one place rather than just books. But like I could make a Goodreads at some point. It might be fun. But yeah. All right, I think I better end stream now, since the interruptions are coming a little bit more frequently now from my housemates. But we've been streaming for quite a little while now, so I'm okay going and getting my lunch and everything. I really appreciate everyone coming and saying hi to me. I hope you all have a fabulous day and you get to do some fun art time, and I hope you are able to have a productive and relaxing Sunday. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I am planning on streaming again Sunday, 10 a.m. EST, and I may stream at some point earlier in the week too. If I find time, I may not. My schedule's kind of all over the place, so who really knows? But again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all next week. Bye!